What is going on? 19 subscribers. Can you believe that? 19. I think what's today? Tuesday? I think we started the week out with 12. This is amazing. Thanks for coming along, guys, and welcome to another video. And I can't promise, but it could potentially be another mediocre video, but we're going to give it our best go. So, by the title of this video, have you ever wanted to run a 5K? Well, how about running a 5K a day? What about for a week? And before you think, Mike, you're absolutely crazy, I can't do that, let me explain. 5K, for people who are in the United States, that is 3.1 miles. You can probably walk 3 miles an hour, but if you can't and you need to break that up, break that up. If you want to walk a mile in the morning, mile in the afternoon, mile in the night, or run it, or walk it, boom, you've done 5K. So if this could be for all of you runners out there, this could be for all of you run walkers, or this could be for all of you walkers. But the point of this video is for me to convince you of the 6 reasons I came up with of why you should run a 5K every day for a week. Starting now with number 1. And this is the fun one, that's why I started off with this one, is going to be fat loss. Typically, people will burn off between 100 and 120 calories per mile walked or ran. Usually it's closer to about 100 for a mile walked, close to about 120 for a mile run. It's all about how efficient you are, your current state of athleticism. Typically it's between 100 and 120 calories. And by doing that math, don't worry, I saved it for you. I already did the math on my computer. It is, for running a 5K a day, you will burn off anywhere from about 300 to 360 additional calories per day. Wouldn't it be nice? I know a lot of people during this pandemic have also put on some weight. It's a lot of inactivity. So how great would that be to burn off an additional 300 to 360 calories per day? And I'll save you the math again. Multiply that out by 7 days, you will end up burning off between 21 and 2,500 calories, roughly. To give you an idea, to burn off a pound of fat, you need to be in a deficit of 3,500 calories. Seeing as that if you run or walk a 5K a day without any dieting in general, you will burn off around 2/3 or more of a pound. So I think that is absolutely great. That is a fantastic reason to start getting outside, run, walk, run, whatever it is. Get outside, do a 5K a day. Number 2 is going to be increased energy. You know, and I know, that nothing gives you energy like doing a little bit of exercise. Yes, caffeine can help. Yes, you can get a little bit of a sugar hit, but in general, when you get outside and get active and you get on going, typically you get a lot more energy. And there's something with running about getting outside in the morning or in the afternoon or at night, whenever is best for you, and coming back, and you always feel a little bit better than when you left the house, a little more energized, have a little more vitality. Whether you enjoyed getting outside or not, you will getting that heart rate up will give you a nice sustained energy throughout the day. The third reason of why you should try to run a 5K a day for a week is that you will have increased productivity. And if you think this is counterproductive, let me explain. So, why running a 5K a day could increase your productivity is because you will have to schedule it in. That is one of the most amazing things that one of my mentors actually taught me, was to have a success schedule. And that was basically to prioritize the things in your life that are most important to you and make sure that you will do all of them, to really cut out those in-between moments of the times you're scrolling on your phone or going through or watching TV mindlessly and not stimulating yourself. So if you can schedule in a 5K in the morning, or even a mile before breakfast, a mile after lunch, a mile before dinner, or what have you, then you can really help prioritize the rest of your day. Maybe you can read a little more, spend a little more time talking to a friend, learning a new language, or whatever it is that you do. This can really help you prioritize what is most important in your life. Number 4, and this is my favorite, is increased heart health. Your heart is your most important muscle in your body, hands down. And without a heart, you cannot live. You can live with one kidney, you can live with one arm, but you cannot live without a heart. And running and in general exercise, anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes a day, is recommended. So get outside and do something good for your heart. Number 5 is increased appetite. You have an amazing, beautiful appetite when you run. Typically when you first start running, because your body isn't as efficient and it'll be a little more difficult to run each mile, what's going to end up happening is that there's something called EPOC, which is excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. And what that basically means is that throughout your day, if you're usually burning off about 2,000 calories, that's your basal metabolic rate, how much you burn throughout the day. If you do something like running and exercise and you get your heart rate up and you spike it for a little bit, yes, you're going to burn off, let's say, what did we say, about 300 to 360 calories during that exercise bout. But what's going to happen is that your heart rate will remain elevated a little bit, not too much to be concerned, but a little bit typically for the next 24 to 48 hours, especially if you are new to exercising. So that EPOC, the excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, will cause you to burn off more calories for the next day or two than you would have if you did not exercise. So you're going to have an increased appetite and an increased calorie burn for the next day or two. And if you keep that up and you continue eating just in regular maintenance and you keep burning off those calories, you will really see some great weight loss and you will feel amazing. And reason number 6 as to why you should run a 5K every day for a week or do your best to is hardcore. So what I mean by that is if you think about the way you run, you have your chest up, you have your shoulders back, the reason why you're doing that is because anatomically that is the best way to get air into and out of your lungs. Well, what ends up holding you up is a very strong core, not only the rectus abdominis muscles, which are those nice six-pack muscles, but as well as your obliques and your lumbar spine, which is also part of your core. Your core wraps around that whole torso area. So you get a very tight core. If you have ever walked for a long period of time, like on vacation for several days, or you've ever run in the past, you will know that your core gets very tight. And I can tell you that my favorite indirect ab exercise to do is running. People say that running is an ab workout in itself. So 19 subscribers, there you have it. Those are my top 6 reasons why you should do your best to run or walk 5K a day for the next week. I hope that at least one person comes back and says, hey, I took your challenge and I tried to run, or I did run 5K a day for a week. And by the end of the week, you will have cashed in over 21 miles. You will have burnt off between 21 and 2,500 calories, maybe even more. And hopefully you will have been even more productive in your life, and you will have taken this momentum and brought it over into other things in your life. So I hope that video wasn't as mediocre as we all thought it was going to be, but in general, go outside and run, have a great day, and see you next time.